The events in this video are fictional, as are the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and being created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously.
Welcome one and all to my XCOM Enemy Within, Long War, Impossible, Ironman playthrough. I'll be playing with both Progeny and Slingshot DLCs on, as this adds to what the game can throw at you. Long War alters most of the second wave options available to accommodate the changes the mod makes to the game, and even adds a couple of extra second wave options to boot, Liberators and Not So Long War. I'm going to be choosing World Diversity because I really like how it makes some soldiers outstanding, some soldiers rubbish, and the rest anywhere in between. It also synergizes really well with Long War's new class choice system, which you'll see later on when we get some promotions. So, let's get started. Like just about everything else, Long War modifies all of the starting bonuses. North America gets an even greater decrease in their aircraft build and maintenance costs. Europe gets a slight decrease from their laboratories and workshops build and maintenance from vanilla, but I still don't find it too enticing. Asia's foundry and training clearance sales have got a slight buff. Due to the nature of Long War, South America's had to have its instant autopsy buff replaced with one that lowers the cost of power facilities. And lastly, Africa's funding bonus gets a slight decrease, but nonetheless it's an all-round good choice if you don't know what else to pick. Now, in vanilla Enemy Within, I prefer to go with Asia, as you can get an officer training school in the foundry around the time the first month comes to an end. But in Long War, the price of aircrafts for extortion, and the bonus NA gives allows you to get all the aircrafts you want, which is going to be a lot. So,
get ready to deploy. Our AO is within the continental United States.
oh sorry Bradford, I'm just playing a motivational anthem for the troops. Continue.
In a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Eliminate hostiles, copy that. One of the major new changes Long War makes is your starting troops. That's right, 6 of them.
Strike 1, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any
Some of the
chances.
more astute of you might notice, this is a terror map. One of the great things Long War does is mix up the map pool, so you'll encounter maps that would otherwise be reserved for certain mission types, such as this one. Because of that, I've never actually played on this map with a bunch of rookies. Now before we begin, I should point out that a lot of these genders are wrong. It's a limitation with XCOM's random name generator, so we'll just have to make do. And speaking of which, we have Robin Fenty, and because of the second wave World Diversity option, has got increased aim, as well as an AP grenade and HE grenade. Ralph Fiennes, who again has got a slight increase in aim, and has got an AP grenade and a medkit. Julio Iglesias, which at first sight appears to have average aim, but Long War gives all soldiers 2 starting items, which means his second item is a laser sight as well as an AP grenade. Albert Einstein, who's got average aim, a HE and an AP grenade. Christian Bale, who actually has below average aim, but like Julio Iglesias, has a laser sight which gives him +5 aim as well as an AP grenade. And Juliet Binoche, with an AP grenade and a flashbang grenade, which will probably come in handy.
One last thing before we begin. In case you're wondering, what the hell is that? It's an enemy counter. At the beginning of every mission, I'll make an educated guess as to the number of contacts I can expect to encounter. In vanilla XCOM, this was incredibly easy. In Long War though, things can become a lot more unpredictable. But from playing other Long War Impossible campaigns, on the first mission I can expect to find 10 aliens in 3 pods. So let's continue.
This isn't the worst map to start off with, but it's still going to be tricky. There's full cover nearby in the form of that truck and van that even offers concealment. But moving beyond that to the bookstore requires that I advance through half cover. And although Long War gives half cover about a 50% boost, it's still not ideal. So my plan here is to creep along the edge of the street, avoiding the open front of the bookstore until I can find a side entrance. Bearing in mind it is absolutely safe to end your soldiers' turns outside of cover as long as no enemies have been alerted.
I'm on it, Commander.
And as long as no one reveals anything beyond what Christian Bale, our lead, can already see, we should be absolutely fine this turn.
Okay.
Oh, the streets are burning, man. I do a quick scan of the battlefield using Long War's new camera options to see if I can spot any meld canisters, because another change the mod makes is remove the indicator, which shows how long the canisters have before they pop. Can't see any meld, so I put the whole squad in Overwatch in the turn. No contacts yet, so I move the Congo line forwards.
Alien life on
Uh-oh.
Earth. We're witnessing something never
3
before seen
sectoids
in
and a
recorded
sectoid leader.
history.
New in Long War. Moving up along the edge of the street is risky, but failure would have resulted in us being in the same position if we'd moved up to cover from the start. So time to do some damage control. Christian Bale dashes forward and hides behind the nearby truck, and Julio Iglesias and Albert Einstein join him. While Juliet Binoche, Robin Fenty, and Ralph Fiennes run behind that van for concealment. This is not a good place to be in. I could easily get pinned down here, and another pack could already be on their way. And the silver lining is, at least we have concealment. And so the rules say, if they can't see you, they can't shoot you. A quick check of Binoche's grenade thrown arm, and it's time to end the turn. And this sectoid leader shows what it means to have some big alien cojones.
Target's still up.
Or maybe he knows Binoche and Fenty can't shoot straight. There's no way that sectoid leader could have crossed the street in a single turn, which means he dashed. That means he can't shoot or overwatch. Now this might look a little strange, but due to the nature of XCOM's right angle cover system, this isn't actually a flank. And I can see by the purple wavy sonic energy that 2 of the sectoids have mind merged the other 2. And with the leader having dashed, that means the last sectoid could be on overwatch. I have to kill that sectoid leader this turn or there's going to be casualties, but luckily I have 4 grenades on the other side of the truck. And although Long War has made explosives very unpredictable like all other weapons, it's still a pretty sure thing. I have Einstein hand him an AP grenade. Then I check who's got better aim, Bale or Iglesias. And as it's Bale, I have him throw the next grenade, as I'm going to want him to get into a firing position.
You may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. They also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies. Just something
Very
to
astute,
consider.
Varlin. Grenades blow it up. As I saw earlier by the start and end points of the psionic energy, I know that last sectoid in Overwatch won't have line of sight, so I'm moving Iglesias forwards. I hunker him down to act as bait, and overwatch everyone by the van. Another one of the things that I love about Long War is they give the aliens new abilities, and in this case, this little bugger's got Mind Fray. Mind Fray works as it does in Psionic Soldiers, by lowering the will, aim and mobility of the target, although thankfully only doing 1 damage. Although that 1 damage was enough to freak out of Iglesias. Dios mío, he told me my hair looked stupid! Again, by seeing that one sectoid mind merged another, and that sectoid used Mind Fray, we know that the last is on Overwatch. So I send Bale to check him out. Where the hell is he? Bale can see him. Oh, there he is, little git. Another reason why we're in a bad position. We're pinned down and they have the high ground. Without any opportunities, I bring Bale back and put the rest of the team on Overwatch. That is not cool. You don't shoot a man while he's sorting his hair out. That shot missed because he wouldn't have survived. Although he seems happy enough to mock that sectoid's bad aim. Iglesias no longer panic him. I want to dash him left to find his medkit, but he can't reach because he's still under the penalties of Mind Fray. And even if he could, he'd be taking Overwatch fire that if it hit him, it'd kill him. Now here's an interesting fact that you might not know about Overwatch. Human or alien, it only triggers if they see their enemy move more than 1 square. So I'm making Iglesias take 1 step out of cover in the hopes that that sectoid on Overwatch can only see him for 1 square before being in the concealment of that truck, and then finally dash him to safety. And with that crisis resolved and nothing better to do, I put everybody on Overwatch. Alien turnover, I have Binoche peek round the edge of the van. 2 sectoids and both likely on Overwatch. With a 3rd hidden somewhere, probably on Overwatch as well. But good news is, they're both in range of Binoche's flashbang, which finally opens some opportunities. And Bale spots our missing little friend. And now a lesson on how grenades work. Like everything else, Long War's modified them. AP grenades, which used to be the old needle grenades, will only deal damage as long as there's no cover between the epicenter of the explosion and the target. But they deal more damage and have a larger blast radius to compensate. HE grenades, which are essentially the old frag grenades, have had their damage and radius reduced, which means I can't kill both those sectoids with just grenades. But nonetheless I have to neutralise them, so flashbang it is. Deafened and blinded, they don't pose much of a threat anymore. Checking my chances to hit, Bale's 38% isn't worth the risk. And with both the closest sectoids dazed, I move Fines up to flank. A juicy 68 to hit and 60 to crit, Fines plays the odds.
He's down.
Helpful.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the operator dies.
Well, and if they self-destruct, why can't I use explosives, damn it? Fenty liking what she sees, she joins Fines to see what she can hit. Without a flank, 38% isn't great. But seeing as next to her, Fines is already in half cover, and the sectoid isn't much of a threat dazed, she takes her chances. Better luck next time. The genius that he is, Einstein moves to Inglesi's old panicking spot to try his luck as well. 38% isn't great, but he doesn't have anything better to do this turn. Unbelievably, Einstein bags the kill, proving that even half cover's relative. Bale, not liking the odds of pulling the same trick Einstein did, he hunkers down. And wisely so, as it wouldn't be the first shot that's hit into full cover this game. I check Inglesias' throwing arm, but oddly enough, he can't get over the roof. Oh balls, I thought it was going to be easy.
Off into the bookstore they run.
We're gonna go read your most revered book, Twilight, and if it's a load of crap, we're gonna destroy your world.
Now things have gotten tricky. I've got one chance to get to that left truck. So I dash Fines and Fenty up,
Running.
while Bale and Inglesias still have a problem of their own. I've Inglesias step back to check his throwing arm, but no luck.
So Bale and Einstein go into Overwatch to catch anybody advancing.
Unfortunately, Bale can't move forward and reach cover, or dash to concealment, so the stalemate continues. With no good opportunities, I hide Binoshi, Overwatch Einstein to catch any sectoids moving up, pin the sector on the right with Bale, and keep Fines and Fenty in concealment, waiting for the aliens to make a mistake. Fines peeks his head out, and oh yay, more to the party! And another leader. And right there you can see that sectoid leader's new ability. He might be hiding behind low cover, but he's still getting the same defense bonus that he would hiding behind full cover. I send everyone to take a peek from their hiding spots, but without any good opportunities, I put them back into concealment. A game of hide and seek later, and I've been given two new opportunities. There's a sectoid approaching Fines and Fenty, and another approaching the rest of the squad, and not even in any cover. Now this little bug has to die this turn, as next round we'll be able to flank our troops. So I consider my choices, and as Binoshi isn't currently in range of any other sectoids, I have her take the shot. And 64% to hit and 60 to crit is all she needs for a clean 8 damage kill. Back to the bin looter on our left. I measure the distance and see that he's about one tile short of flanking us, so I let this one go. When the enemy outnumbers you like this, they always draw straws to see who's going to be bum rushing you. So I give the poor guy another chance to f*** up. So besides Binoshi, everybody else goes back into hiding.
Back online.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Really? What gave it away?
And surprise, surprise, our suicidal little friend here has given us a perfect opportunity. So Fines with the perfect chance to hit and a 6% chance to crit relieves him of the life he's so eager to lose. But unlike our other kamikaze friend, this sectoid is refusing to leave his cab. He's just trying to make a living. Now I can set the cab on fire with a HE grenade and pin him down with Bale, but it's not really worth the grenade when my troops are perfectly safe hidden behind concealment. So back into hiding they go. They're bound to hand us another great opportunity soon. They're not exactly the smartest bunch.
Let's do this.
Rolling. I feel, Commander.
Aye,
Blind fire into heavy cover, and we're still going strong. Time to take another look.
Moving out.
More sectoids means more stupid moves.
Heading to that location.
And Binoshi spots a sectoid completely out of cover. With both Benoschi and Einstein having good chances to hit, I give Benoschi a shot. And like before, 6460 is just what she needs.
Moving to position. Ready to engage.
Heading to that location.
Iду. Aye, aye, Commander.
And with no more good shots, I send the rest of the team back behind concealment to see what the enemy's going to hand me this time.
Roger that. Scanning.
And speaking of kills being handed to me,
Cover the flanks.
now this dim little guy's dashed, so he can't overwatch. And with Fines bagging so many kills, I move Fenty up to spread the experience. Another perfect shot and 6% to crit. And Fenty gets the job done.
On the move. On the move.
Position confirmed.
Now things are going well, so I put my right truck team into Overwatch and see what they can catch.
Ясно. Буду начеку.
Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning.
I feel, Commander.
One of the great synergies Longwall's added with Mind Fray is that Mind Merge increases the will of the target. An increased will means a higher chance for psionic attacks to succeed. And like Inglesias before her, 1 damage is enough to make Fenty panic. Oh damn, rookies, it's just fucking headache, snap out of it! And now we've got a big problem. On full health and having a 100% chance to hit at point blank range, Fenty will die next turn. Einstein spots his chance for the long range flank to assist.
I'm on the move.
And in low cover and a 66-60 chance to hit a Mind Mode sectoid, he does everything he can.
Bye-bye.
8 damage, not bad. I dash Benoschi up into full cover as a distraction. Throw caution to the wind and dash Bale into half cover.
On the move.
And dash the injured Inglesias to concealment to get to the roof next turn. Now Fines has 3 options. Let Fenty take the heat, and hope for the incredibly slim chance for that sectoid to do 3 damage, but we all know that's not going to happen. Move here with a high chance to hit the sectoid, but leave himself in range and open for the Mind Merger. Or go here, which is less likely to hit, but also less likely for the other sectoid to retaliate, by going here. So he tries to be a conservative hero. But 73% is the number of heroes. Oh, you dirty little... I suppose I should be grateful that Fenty didn't panic from that, or she'd be next. But clearly she gives no shits about Fine's sacrifice. And she's even still under the effects of Mind Fray with a 75% chance to hit.
X-ray down.
But in the name of Fines, she bags to kill. Fines, what have you done? You're not an English patient anymore. So what did we learn? Spreading your troops out offers some great flanks, but the cost of limiting damage control when things go wrong.
Yes, sir.
With the last sector on Overwatch, I send Inglesias across the roof for the big flank. And unable to move in range of an Overwatch, I have the rest of the team hunker down. That last sector was a lot more wily than his brethren, and stays in Overwatch. So Inglesias continues his flank, and everybody else hunkers down. Now that I've got a moment, you might notice my videos much in the same vein as a certain Beagle. See link in the description below. His incredible XCOM videos have made me try my luck and make my own. So here's to you, Beagle, and may good to be with you. But enough of me with my tongue up a dog's butt, it's time to finish this.
On it.
And Inglesias with a 64-60. Really?
Moving.
I said it's time to finish this. So with a 67-60.
Got him.
Good work out
Benoschi
there,
ends it.
Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
The labs, Varlin, the labs? Fine's corpse is still warm. You're a cold-hearted woman. But all in all, not a terrible mission. My previous test run mission was a complete face roll.
Commander to the research
Ah,
labs.
that's
Commander
XCOM.
to the research labs.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central
Bradley!
Officer Bradford. We have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks.
Bradley, stand down. You're not in command anymore. That is an abysmal summary screen. 1 death, only 3 promotions, and Iglesias can be sorting his hair out for the next 2.5 weeks. Not a good place to start. But no one said this is going to be easy, and it wouldn't be XCOM otherwise. Ah, that's right, the XCOM Soldiers Union. XCOM soldiers only have to work 50 days of the year, as after every mission, they have about 4 or 5 days off. You can still bring a soldier on a mission while they're fatigued, but it will cost you a heavy recovery time penalty. This forces you from having the usual A and B team squad to having a soldier roster that easily reaches 100, as injury times have been significantly increased as well. Finally, you can see one of the greatest additions Long War makes. Instead of forcing a soldier into a class after he gets promoted, it's given a choice of 2, both with completely unique skill trees. So for example, Fenty here, who would have become an assault, can choose to be an infantry instead. And now you can see how the second wave option world diversity synergizes so well. If Einstein here had crap aim, I could make him a scout instead of a sniper, thereby not being forced to contend with a rubbish sniper. And like Einstein, I can choose Benoshi's class based on her skill. And as Long War Rocketeers fire their rocket based on aim, Benoshi might be better suited as a gunner, whose primary skill is suppression, which doesn't require aim. Now some of you might be wondering why I'm not actually promoting my soldiers just yet. All of my promoted soldiers won't be on a mission for at least 4 or 5 days. And during that time I'll no doubt have more soldiers promoted. And I want to have a choice of the widest selection of promoted soldiers available, giving me the highest chance of finding the right soldier for the right role.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded.
Ugh,
and
it's
the
all
research
research
team
and
is
artifacts
waiting
with you,
orders.
Barlin.
We'll get
But as you
started
can
as
see,
soon as
Long
you
War
give
makes
the
it so
order,
explosive
Commander.
to destroy corpses. So best used as a last resort. And you also might notice I got meld even though I didn't collect any canisters. Long War also gives you a chance to get some at the end of the mission.
Every member of the council is going to want satellite cover.
More changes made by
So we
Long
should
War.
plan our deployment
Panic is no
carefully.
longer based on a 1 to 5 scale, but instead a 1 to 100 range. Here you can see how my North America bonus really shines. My 4 interceptors alone would cost me minus 200 a month, and I'm going to need a hell of a lot more.
Several
More
members of the
changes, I
council
can now
have
sell
expressed an
meld,
interest
as
in
well as any other
acquiring some
items
of
that
the
add value,
artifacts we
including
recovered.
items built in the base.
However, we should be careful.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs.
Yeah, I did clock on Valen,
This is
thanks.
where all of XCOM's research
Wow,
and development
Valen,
takes
your expert
place.
team consists of
We
3
have already
scientists
begun
and 2
analyzing the
technicians.
artifacts recovered from our first encounter
We are
with the
so
aliens.
screwed.
With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Commander to engineering.
Not a great deal of choice to start off with, but of course it's going to be weaponry.
Commander,
I mean,
every
seriously.
alien we use explosives against is one less opportunity to recover.
Hey
new
nerd, I'm in
artifacts.
command. Don't tell me what to do.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research
Shen,
labs,
I haven't actually
we can
asked
build
you
it
to
here.
build anything yet. What the hell are your
Speaking
guys
of
building
which,
with those 3D
Dr.
printers?
Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we
Well,
will
it doesn't
begin
look like you're waiting for my
fabrication.
approval. This place is out of control. They need a leader. Alright, yeah. Because of how abductions work in Long War, satellites are no longer the only winning strategy. Ships, on the other hand, have been given a great deal of versatility. And like all construction projects, you can see meld can be used to decrease construction times by about 30%. And look, one of the new items the ship can use, the ammo drum, increasing the ship's ammo supply before needing to be reloaded.
We've still got
Steam
some
generators
room to
now
grow
actually
up
offer
here.
better value for
But
money,
if we really want to
not just in the
expand our
space they use,
facilities,
but also in their build
we're going
cost.
to have to start
So the
excavating
thermal
to
vent
move
is where
the
I'm digging
base.
down to.
Unfortunately, the deeper we go, the more it's going to cost. Work crews are on their way to begin construction.
With everything else done, let's spin the wheel and see what comes up. And look who pops up. Thank you Long War for giving me 4 interceptors. I'm really going to need them, as their effectiveness has been severely reduced. No, really, I swear their effectiveness has been reduced.
Central, this is Voodoo 3-7. We have a confirmed kill on Bogey
Yeah.
001. I
Pack up, boys. We're done here. What, do you think we're done here? Get back to work. That's right, Bradley, you tell him. Well, looks like we've done all we can. Best just leave it there and hope it goes away.
Commander, I recommend we get a strike team to the crash site immediately.
So my new squad. Keith Richards. Like everyone else, I'll be switching him to his tack armour. The increased health it offers over the tack vest mobility. And I'll be hooking him up with 2 offensive grenades, a HE and an AP, to make up for his pathetic aim. Paul Newman also has rubbish aim, so we get an AP grenade and a flashbang. Ronald Reagan also has below average aim, so he'll be getting the same thing. But Owen Wilson here's got outstanding aim, so no offensive items for him. Instead, a battle scanner and ceramic plating to make up for his below average health. Julie Roberts also has slightly above average aim, so I give her 1 less offensive item in the form of a medkit. Al Pacino too has slightly below average aim, so he gets a HE grenade and a smoke grenade. Now most of you are going to be wondering what the hell all those other items were, so let's take a quick look. Like all infinite quantity items, they're free, but unlike vanilla XCOM whose only free item was grenades, Longwall vastly opens up tactical possibilities by instead giving you 10 free infinite use starting items, not including the 2 solely for the Rocketeer. The first is Alien Trophy, which increases the wielder's will by 10. The next is Battle Scanner, identical to the Sniper's Battle Scanner, though only allowing a single use, revealing the area around where it lands. Ceramic Plating, similar to the vanilla nanofiber vest, but only giving 1 health to its wearer instead of 2. The AP grenade, demonstrated so well by Einstein and Bale. The flashbang grenade, identical to vanilla enemy withins, dazing the targets, reducing their stats. The smoke grenade, identical to the support smoke grenade, single use and increasing the defense by 20 for all in its radius for 2 turns. The HE, similar to vanilla's frag grenade, though slightly nerfed. High cap mags, increasing the wielder's clip size. Laser sight, similar to the scope but only giving +5 aim. And yes, scopes still exist, and yes, they can stack. Medkits, identical to vanilla's, only healing a little less, 3 instead of 4. And lastly, the rockets. The standard rocket, which as you'd imagine allows the Rocketeer to fire an extra rocket, but as a penalty reduces aim by 6 on all shots fired, rockets or rifles, while he's carrying the extra load. And to finish off with, the Shredder rocket, identical to vanilla's Shredder rocket, and functions the same way Longwall's standard rocket item does, though the carry load's aim penalty is only -4. So with that finally out of the way, it's time to send some more rookies to their deaths.
Dropship has arrived.
In good old
Get ready to
America.
deploy. Our AO is within the
Let's see what we can
continental
strip from this
United States.
UFO. Completely in
Looks
self-defense,
like the
obviously.
UFO went down in a
In
densely
Operation
populated area
Hidden
within the
Him.
city limits.
But I guess that'll be next time.